All right, good morning, everybody. I am Katherine Johnson with the Richmond O'Brien County Chamber of Commerce, and we are excited to continue on with our Grits in Government virtual series. As we mentioned last week, we are sad that we are not able to have our normal breakfast where we can all get this information together at breakfast with one another, but we still felt like this was pertinent information to bring to you, so we still wanted to offer this series. So before we introduce our guests, I do want to, for those of you who weren't with us on Thursday, I do want to kind of go over the way that the series is going to work. So it will run from November 5th through December 10th on Tuesdays and Thursdays. The Tuesday calls will be at 10 o'clock in the morning, and the Thursday calls will be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Today, we are going to be hearing from Ms. Purcell, so we're very excited. And on Thursday, we will be hearing from Senator Ben Watson. For the full schedule for the series, you can go to our website at rhbcchamber.org and go to our events page, and you can see the calendar and all the guests that we will be having. So if you have any questions about the series, you can always reach out to us at the Chamber at info@rhbcchamber.org. But at this time, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce our guest, Ms. Purcell. She is with Georgia Department of Transportation, and she is the representative for Congressional District 1. Honorable Ann R. Purcell was elected to the State Board of Transportation of Georgia, representing the 1st Congressional District in February of 2013, where she has served as the chairman from 2018 through 2019, vice chairman, and secretary of the board. She also serves on several Georgia Department of Transportation board committees, including chair of statewide transportation planning, strategic planning, serves on finance, intermodal, legislative, program delivery, and gateway committees. In 2005, she was appointed to the State Board of Technical College of the Technical College System of Georgia, where she served as the chairman of the Governance Operations and Audit Committee. Ms. Purcell also serves as the chairman of the Georgia Education Liaison. For 3 years in a row, 2018, 2019, 2020, she has been recognized by She's been recognized by the Georgia Engineering Magazine as one of the top 100 women to know in engineering. She has served as chairman of the Board of Trustees at Atlantic Armstrong State University and was honored for her service on the Board of Trustees of Georgia Southern University. Ms. Purcell received a Bachelor of Science degree in education with a major in mathematics from Georgia Southern College. Ms. Purcell and her husband, Dent, MD, have 3 children and 8 grandchildren. The Purcells are members of the church at Godly Station and reside in Rankin, Georgia. At this time, Ms. Purcell, I will turn it over to you so we can hear about all the great things that Georgia DOT is doing in our state and especially here in Bryan County. So I'm going to mute myself and let you have it.
Catherine, it's always a pleasure to be with our friends and neighbors of Bryan County and the others throughout our district of the 1st Congressional District. I'm excited about being your guest this morning to bring you issues from the Department of Transportation that have been resolved and are in our proposed plan, so that shows of our good communication. With COVID-19, we've certainly found that communication has been a key, and we will continue to work on that in the proper ways, and you all have really done it. And I want to say thank you to Bryan County for keeping our community so well informed about what is going on with the virtual aspect of the presentations that have been given throughout this entire time period that we have been in the pandemic. And at this time, I would just like to start with showing you some of the things that are happening in and around Bryan County, where we are and what we are doing. And I'm very excited of a lot of things that are going on. But I first would like to be able to just say that during this presentation, I will be looking at the key leadership, our federal funding that will be happening, the major projects that we have here in Bryan County. We also have our new projects and some safety projects that I will quickly mention throughout this. With our leadership, I want to again introduce you to Russell McMurray, who is our commissioner. Also, locally and those involved in the 5th Congressional District, is our district engineer, who is Rob McCall. And we have also our Brian Scarborough, who is our assistant district engineer, but he's also our district maintenance manager. We have around us that is right here local, not only with the aspect of those that I've just mentioned, quote, local, but our area manager is located in the Savannah office, and that is Randy Rhodes. Anytime that something comes up, it's very important that you realize that one way that you can always contact us if you don't already have our phone numbers is to go on our website, www.dot.ga.gov. So just remember that that's an easy way to go. I want to also bring up the issue of our federal government and the funding that we get from them and where we are on that, so you will understand as I go through our presentation this morning in regards to when funding becomes available. Presently, the federal government, the fiscal year runs from October the 1st to October the 1st of the following year. President Trump has extended a resolution for our federal budget till December the 11th of this year, at which time they will review and the legislative body will come forth in Congress and hopefully pass a bill that will go to October the 1st. If that does not happen, and it's only an extended portion for 3 months, then that limits us to what we can do because we too balance our budget. So one thing that I will say though is that the resolution that has been signed to get us through December the 11th also extends the FAST Act, which is Fixing America's Surface Transportation Act. That has been included. The FAST Act has been extended to September of next year, and we will have the Highway Trust Fund, and we also have the additional highway mass transit funds that will be available as long as we go forward with the aspect of getting a budget passed. I would like to encourage you to at least talk with our congressional delegation so that they will shore up the appropriations for a full years of funding. That is very important to all states, and particularly to the state of Georgia, so that we can go forward into that. I want to go into some of our major projects in Bryan County, and I know you're all interested in that as I am. And I can tell you right away that Exit 82 is a fantastic project that I became involved in 1991. And that is at our Interstate 95 at the Belfast-Keller Road. A new interchange was wanted during the 1990s. And we worked diligently with the locals in Bryan County. We worked with the state. And it's very hard, folks, to get a new interchange on an interstate highway. But with all the work that came together with everyone over the years, we have been successful with a $19 million construction cost, and this project is on its way to completion. It started in September of 2018, but I'm proud to say that as we go forward with what we have here, another route too for evacuating our county during bad weather, hurricanes, or whatever. Here is an alternative way, folks, for us, those of you that live in the Bryan County on the coastal shores. So an overview of that, here's a new mobility plan for us that takes us from the State Route 144 all the way across the Belfast-Keller Road, across I-95 or to I-95 and get on, and then it continues over to US 17. So we're very proud to be able to say that we're working very hard, that this will be at a completion date of November, present month, or December of this year, so that it will be open. So I'm excited about being able to bring that information to you. Another very important project to us is our State Route 144, where we're widening it to 4 lanes. That is a $27.8 million project, and we are looking forward to having it completed the second quarter of April of 2021. One of the things that I wanted to point out, and that many of you are very excited about, is the enlargement of our roundabout. That is at State Route 144 and Belfast Siding Road, or Belfast Keller Road. And that increase in size is a very positive thing for us. As you know, that we put that temporary roundabout in so that it would help our traffic flow, the mobility that was necessary to move that traffic through that interchange earlier. But the increase in size, and also that it will be a single lane roundabout with a right turn bypass lane. So yes, we do have a lot to be thankful for. And just look at the progress that we've had from September of 2018 at Sterling Creek Bridge site. This is before construction. You see it now as the progress on the route continues, and that progress will certainly be something that will be very positive to us with the widening of State Route 144. It certainly is a wonderful way to say mobility is a top interest to us in Bryan County, and here we'll have a new 4-lane road. As we continue forward, I want to mention to you another project that we have going on, which is at Exit 90. And Exit 90 is an interstate, at the interstate there, 144. You will see that the new roundabouts are being put in there, I-95 interchange, and the reconstruction that is happening with a contract value of the $27.8 million. As we look at that, one of the things that I want you to note is those roundabouts are much larger. The design is made larger intentionally because of the fact of having large equipment that is being moved through there, and particularly like the low boys that are be able to navigate that roundabout. This will improve our transportation at peak hours from Fort Stewart, from the outer portions of Bryan County, as well as to all of us that motor through that at all times. I want to also mention to you a couple of other projects that we are looking at and going through, and that is on State Route 17. And I don't have a slide for this all, but I do want to bring it up to you. On State Route 17 at Belfast Keller Road, that we are working with a consultant on the design, and we are now going to put a stop and go traffic signal, which is moved and will be a very positive thing. I also want to tell you that on US 17 at Harris Trail, want to also tell you that we are approving a signal revision there. And I want you to know that there will be turn lanes on 17 that will turn into Harris Trail. And this will also, let me tell you, be determined by a funding source. So we're working on that funding source as we go forward. I also want to say to you on US 17 and I-95, we all know of the congestion that backs up there on I-95 South as you're getting ready to turn on 17 to go towards the Midway area. We are adding a right turn lane, and we're looking at it because we know that we want to be able to extend that. We're reviewing and working as a part of our road safety audit that is still under review, but we will be beginning at that interchange at US 17 and I-95 southbound on that ramp. So I want you to know that that is a safety project that I'm very concerned with, and I want to see that it's going to happen. Also on the other side of the road at US 17, as you approach the I-95 to get on the northbound ramp to go north on I-95, then what you have is that we will be looking at perhaps putting an additional lane there for our road safety. So I wanted to bring those things up for South Bryan County to let you know exactly what we are going to be working on in the southern part of our county, of Bryan County. Now I want to go up to North Bryan County. And we had a little bit of confusion there because working on our slides, I did not have this information in regards to US 17 and I-95 and US 17 there at Harris Trail Road. But I wanted to bring that information to you about the progress that is being made on both of those cases. Now let's go up to North Bryan County. What is being as a proposed future project on US 280 at I-16, and this is exit 143. And as we look there, the only thing that bothers me and a lot of people is because of the time that's involved to work through our projects. but the project concept is pending approval for roundabouts that will be at the top of those ramps on 280 at both of those ramp interchanges there coming off of I-16. So just know that we're looking very closely at that. We've got an estimated cost on it. It has a proposed letting date of the first quarter of 2023. I think it's a project that we want to make sure that we look at very closely. I also want to talk a little bit about more on this particular project and what we have. I want to say to you that, as you know, we're having a lot of development that is going on there with economic development with industrial parks. Both sides of the roads north of I-16, as well as to one of the big parcels there that is being developed on the south side of I-16. And I want to let you know that we are under review and preparing now to have a field visit out there, because we want to look at what we can do for reduction of the speed from a 55 to a 45 mile per hour. And that is under review to see what that possibility might work out. And that also we're looking at the aspect of the traffic flow that comes out of Oracle Parkway on there around Grove Hill, and just working to see what can be done in regards to our traffic study for